I'm from Canada. But I live here now and I have a green card, so I don't need any of you. Yeah, and I got my green card off the back of my comedic accolades, so if you guys don't find me funny, I don't give a fuck, because your government does. That's right, government certified funny. You know your government that goes all over the world ruining everything? Yeah, they took a teeny tiny break to give this clown a card. Like, here you go, distract our populace. Deal. You know, but it's weird because you get here and there's people from here telling other people from here to go back where they're from, and they're both from here. But I have a sneaking suspicion that people that say stuff like that, you know, people like, go back where you're from, aren't good enough at their jobs, that if they got kicked out, had to reapply to get back in, probably wouldn't. Right? And that's why I think every 10 years, everyone should get kicked out and everyone should have to reapply. Yeah, and we could call it America's Only Got Fucking Talent now. Yeah, get rid of the dead weight, get rid of the losers. Where do you put them? International waters. You just huck them into international waters with their 23andMe results. You go have fun swimming back wherever the fuck you're from. And here's a 30-day trial to Duolingo. Figure it out, you fucking bozos. Do you guys like stand-up comedy? Then fucking act like it. I love stand-up. Stand-up's great, but the weirdest part about it is that I have to deal with all your faces, right? And all you gotta do is deal with this one. That's not 100% true, because sometimes you laugh and you look at the person you came with and they're not looking back and you're like, I'm so lonely. You know? But it's crazy because I gotta look at all your faces, and some of you look like you're having a good time and some of you look like you're not. Right? And I don't know if the people that look like they're not having a good time aren't having a good time, or they just don't know how to use their face. Right? 'Cause some people don't know how to use their faces, and that's why their lives suck. Because their eyebrows keep on cock blocking them from having a good time. They're walking around thinking the world's shit, but it's not. Their facial control is. But it's also not their fault, because we don't get taught what we need to know in school. Right? They don't teach us how to be people. They don't teach us how to use money. They teach us stupid shit like don't talk to strangers. Right? But what happens if you wind up in the back of a stranger's van? You're gonna be like, don't worry, I got this. That's the stupidest advice ever. They shouldn't teach us not to talk to strangers. They should teach us how to break out of fucking vans. And other cool shit, like how to get out of a duffel bag or a basement. Or at least teach us how to use our faces. Because for the first 14 years of my life, I was just walking around with a slack jaw. I was just like, oh. I didn't know what a slack jaw was. I just knew what gravity was, and I wasn't gonna fight it all day. You know? And then when I was 14, my buddy went, hey, Pat, why you always walk around with a slack jaw for? I said, what's that? He goes, oh, it's when you walk around with your mouth open all the time. And then I closed my mouth, and my life got better. Yeah, because it turns out people judge you based on your face, and it's not fair because you don't get to choose it, right? It's not like you walk into a store and you're like, I'll have that one. And they're like, are you sure you want your life to be that hard? You know, but sometimes I feel like people look at me and they're like, ugh, why'd you invest in that model? And I'm like, I didn't. I was born with it, and besides, true beauty's on the inside, right? It just sucks that ugly's on the front porch scaring everybody away. You know, but sometimes you meet people that have beautiful faces, but they got asshole souls. And you're like, how the fuck do you still got that face? Why hasn't someone keyed it yet? Right? And that's why I think you shouldn't have a face until you're 18. And on your 18th birthday, you go for your face audition, get the face you deserve. Good person, good face, bad person cock and balls on the forehead. And it's even got a little bell in it so you can't sneak up on anybody. Ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding. You hear enough of those, you know you're in a bad neighborhood. And if you're really bad, you get a pair of saggy balls, so every time you open your mouth, you teabag yourself. Bit of salty justice. But don't worry, you get to re-audition or whatever. Yeah. I know I said I was from Canada, but I was actually born in Austria. And my mom's a little Greek lady, and I moved to Canada when I was 2 on my own. I was like, fuck this Sound of Music bullshit. Get me the fuck out of these Alps. I'm not gonna yodel, you know? I'm just kidding. I moved to Canada with my whole family. My dad's actually here tonight. Give it up for my dad, everybody. Yeah. 'Cause he's dead. He's at every show. Yeah. Ghost Dad supports, baby. Da 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 da. My dad's dead and here. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Everything starts floating. Exit light, enter light. Da 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 da. Flames. Da 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 da. Giant flame head of my dad. I love you so. And then I puke blood and bats. And then we all come. Go, 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 go. I miss him. He always made sure everyone came. I was kidding, that'd be weird. But don't worry, we cremated him and we put his ashes in different locations so he'll never reform. Do you guys like time machines? Fuck yeah, I'm a huge fan of time machines. I like them conceptually, though. I don't like them conversationally. Love thinking about them, hate talking about them. Because you think about them, you can undo and redo whatever you want throughout history. You can fix it, you can fuck it up, you can fix it again. Right? But you talk about them, especially in a group setting, and more often than not, some fucking dildo has got to ruin it for everybody by saying something stupid like, I'd go back in time and kill baby Hitler. And I'm always like, why? You afraid of teen Hitler? Why are you going after defenseless baby for, you friggin' coward? Why don't you go toe-to-toe with meth head Hitler when he was at his peak? Right? And you got a time machine, you don't gotta go straight back and kill anybody. You could prepare first. Join the gym, free trial. Time machine back. Join the gym, free trial. Time machine back. Join the gym, free trial. Time machine back. You don't want to go to the gym every day, sir. That's fucking cuckoo bananas. You got to take some rest days, let your body heal, right? Take that vacation you've always wanted to France. Bring your lady with you. Check out the Eiffel Tower. Get the fuck out of there. There's so much more to see. Try over to the Louvre. Blow a kiss at the Mona Lisa. Don't get jealous. Get the fuck out of there. Get a couple fresh baguettes, a couple nice bottles of wine. Pop those open, chug them down. Now you're having a good time. Max out your credit card. Now you're having an even better time. Steal someone else's credit card. Max that out. Now you're living your fucking life. Time machine back. Cancel that trip. Woo! Now you're getting huge. You're seeing the world, but you're still not ready to go back in time and fight anybody. You gotta learn how to throw hands first. Easy solution. Join the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym, free trial. Time machine back. Join the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym, free trial. Time machine back. Look at me! Join the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym, free trial. Time machine back. Join the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym, free trial. Time machine back. Everybody! No, I'm just kidding. Now you're ready to go back in time and fight anybody you want. But here's the craziest thing. You don't gotta go back in time and fight anybody. You could just go back in time and cockblock Hitler's dad. No one's gotta die. You just gotta kill an opportunity. Time machine back. Hit on Hitler's mom. It doesn't work. Don't fall apart. You've come this far. Just relax. You got a time machine. The solution's right there. Time machine back. Take a pickup course. time machine back. Cancel said pickup course. Time machine back. Hit on Hitler's mom. It works. But there's one thing you can't do, you fucking horn dog, and that is sleep with Hitler's mom, because then you might become Papa Hitler. And then you gotta take a time machine back and cockblock yourself and Hitler's dad. But before you do that, you gotta learn German first, right? Easy solution, Duolingo, 30-day trial. And that's why I don't like talking about time machines. You guys have been so much fun. That's it for me. Bye-bye.